Today we are going to read about Winnie the Pooh and the honey tree. I'm excited to share this Winnie the Pooh story with you. So here we go, Winnie the Pooh and the honey tree. Winnie the Pooh was sitting by the stove. There's my stove. And he heard something. Pooh-coo, pooh-coo. As soon as he heard it, Pooh knew it was time for something. And when his tummy, that's my tummy. Can you rub your tummy? Rub your tummy. His tummy began to growl. Rawr. The little bear knew exactly what it was. It's time for something sweet, said Pooh. So off he went to the cupboard where he kept his honey jar. Let's pull out our honey jar. Got the honey jar. Oh, brother, said Pooh as he lifted the jar from the shelf. Only the sticky part's left. Just then, a bee flew in through the window and landed on Pooh's ear. Landed on his ear. A bee, come out the window. Pooh listened thoughtfully to the buzzing little bee. Can I hear your bee? Zzz. The only reason for making a buzzing noise that I know of is because you are a bee, said Pooh. And the only reason for being a bee is to make honey. And the only reason for making honey is so I can eat it. He concluded with a chuckle. Ha ha ha. A bee and honey. Honey. Pooh followed the bee out the door of his home and through the 100-acre wood. Follow me. Here we go. We're going to go out to the honey tree. We're going to go through the wooded acre. So here we go. And when he came to a honey tree, he began to climb it. He climbed the tree. As Pooh climbed the tree, he sang a little song to himself. It went something like this. When I'm a rumbly in my tummy, it's time to get some honey. But I wouldn't climb a tree if I could fly just like a bee. Pooh climbed a little higher and a little higher still. He's climbing that honey tree. He was just about ready to reach for the honey when the branch he was sitting on went crack. Oh, help, cried Pooh as he began to fall. If only I hadn't, you see, what I meant to do. Do you see the honey in the honey tree? But by this time, Pooh had already hit the ground. Hit the ground with a thump. As Pooh brushed the prickles from his nose, he decided that he needed help to get the honey. And his good friend Christopher Robin would be just the person to help him. Here comes Christopher Robin. So when Winnie the Pooh went to look for his friend, he found him outside his house. See my house? Outside. In another part of the wood. "Good morning, Christopher Robin," he said. Then he noticed a balloon. And it was tied to Christopher Robin's tricycle. It gave Pooh a wonderful idea. "I wonder if you've got such a thing as a balloon about you," hinted the bear. "What for?" asked Christopher Robin. "Oh, we gotta go chase our balloon." The balloon flew away. We're flying away. Get back here. Pooh looked that way and that way. When he was sure that nobody was listening, he whispered, "Honey?" "How do you get honey with a balloon?" asked the boy. "I shall fly like a bee," replied Pooh, "up to the honey tree." Christopher Robin handed the balloon to Pooh. Instantly, the little bear began to rise into the air. "Oh, hold on to the balloon. Oh, I'm going up high. Whoa." Christopher Robin grabbed onto Pooh and pulled him back down. "Thank you," said Pooh. "Now would you be so kind as to take me to a muddy place?" So Christopher Robin took Pooh to a very muddy place, and Pooh rolled and rolled until he was muddy all over. "There now," said Pooh, "isn't this a clever disguise?" "What are you supposed to be?" asked Christopher Robin. "A little black rain cloud, of course," replied Pooh. "Now would you aim at the bees, please?" It's all in the mud. Christopher Robin let go of his friend, and up, 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 Pooh floated to the treetop. "There's the balloon. We're floating. We're floating. We're floating. We're going up, 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 up to the treetop. Up to the treetop." "Pay no attention to me," Pooh said, sticking his paw into a hole in the tree. Put a hole in the tree. He pulled it right out again when a bee flew out and landed on his nose. Bzzz. Ah. "I think the bees suspect something," said Pooh. "Perhaps they think you're after their honey," called Christopher Robin. "Well, you never can tell with bees," replied Pooh. "But I think it would help to fool the bees if you would open your umbrella and say, 'Tut-tut, it looks like rain.'" So Christopher Robin opened his umbrella and pretended that a rainstorm was coming to the Hunger Acre Wood. Look at those clouds. Maybe they'll be raining. But then more bees flew out of the nest. "Psst, I'm getting out of here," and began to buzz all around the little rain cloud named Pooh, some landing on his nose, others on his arms and legs, until he and his balloon were almost completely covered with them. "Christopher Robin, I have to come very important decision," shouted Pooh. "These are the wrong sort of bees." Bzzz. Just then the air started to leak out of the balloon and Pooh began to fall. Oh, I'm falling. I'm falling. Oh, brother, I think I shall come down, said Pooh. I'll catch you, said Christopher Robin, which just what he did. But the bees kept coming, so the two friends took off running. Yeah, run. Yeah, run. When Pooh tripped over a log, whoa, tripped over a log. Tripped over a log. Christopher Robin ran back to save him. Then together they jumped into a mud to hide. Christopher Robin opened his umbrella to cover them, and the bees flew right by. They went right by. The two friends were safe at last. You can never tell with bees, said Pooh. Christopher Robin smiled at his friend and said, silly old bear. Goodbye.